It's not that necessarily feet are disproportionately more important than other body parts. It's that they're a severely misunderstood and neglected area, and people just don't have an awareness that their feet are important, that their feet impact the rest of their body in a really significant way. And frankly, I think some people look down and see shoes and forget they have feet. They just have shoes. And so the way I see it is feet are the gateway to get people confident and curious that they can reclaim responsibility for their well-being and make simple changes that have huge effects.
This is Brisbane Airport. It's May 15, 2025.
We're flying out to Denver, Annie's Barefoot Shoe Expo to start off, then a guide certification, then we're off to Austin for another guide cert. Annie's off to Massachusetts for a pro seminar. We've got a whole crew coming over, and yeah, you can come along for the ride.
The guy behind the camera is me, Mac, and I'm going to take you on a trip with us across the world as the Foot Collective takes its biggest steps yet towards rewriting the story around feet. The current story goes a little something like this. Feet are weak, they need support, and shoes are their saviour. We cram them in coffins, wrap them in cushions, and deprive them of natural movement. Narrow toe boxes, high heels, dense foam, and rigid insoles are robbing our feet of their freedom. Just look around at the airport and you'll quickly see what I'm on about, and why this mission we're on is so important.
The vast majority of people have some level of foot dysfunction, and that's simply because of the shoes that we wear in the modern day. Conventional footwear disrupts the natural function of our feet, and our modern landscaped environments that are all flat and level completely change the way our feet move and develop compared to a natural setting. We don't want people to just get stuck in this phase of constantly rehabilitating areas and just doing restorative exercises. We're trying to help people restore their natural foot function so they can go and explore more movement and more life generally with freedom and confidence.
So for the next 2 weeks, we are taking that truth to the people by assembling an unrivaled army of foot soldiers from across the globe. We call them TFC Guides, and they are here to lead the foot health revolution.
That's so dumb.
And this is the bloke who started it all, Nick St. Louis, founder of the Foot Collective.
Oh, good to see you.
So I was a physical therapist for 3 years after graduating. This whole idea really started actually with my own foot problems. I sort of went down the rabbit hole into exploring my own foot health and realizing that my feet were destroyed from wearing rugby cleats or soccer cleats and just unnatural shoes for most of my life. And I think when I realized that my feet weren't functioning like they were supposed to and that I had issues there that I hadn't really dealt with, came out with this really big insight that everyone is wearing shoes that damage their feet. And almost everyone is spending huge amounts of time sitting in chairs every day, and no one really seems to be understanding how large of a consequence those two things have on lower extremity health. When I started spreading the message about unnatural shoes and the fact that shoes were damaging people's feet, I quickly realized, wow, if I create a social media profile and put this education out there in the world, I could potentially reach way more people and have a much larger impact than I could ever have treating one-on-one in clinic.
Nick was right. The Foot Collective now has more than 500,000 followers across social media. TFC has grown into a global community of health professionals and everyday people on a shared mission to help the world reclaim foot freedom. Through simple tools, free online education, play-based barefoot training, and in-person events, the word is spreading to athletes, coaches, and leading voices in the health and fitness world.
My kids will all start playing with it and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this would be good for any sport.
anything
You
like
can just
that.
see how good it would be.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So you can stand on it where your big toe sort of naturally separates out. And what I noticed, it was like, whoa, if you can stand, you can improve your balance and your foot strength.
It's still very surreal. And you're right, 10 years, I literally can think of going on a barefoot walk at a cottage and realizing I need to start something that puts better information out there because being barefoot feels so good and no one knows this.
Saw what Nick was doing on the balance beams and instantly thought that looked really fun, and also could see how that would help my feet function better. Just the way the feet have to move and adapt to the narrow surface of the balance beam just made sense to me. Yeah, well, I'm a physiotherapist by training. I would see really the worst of the worst when it comes to foot function and balance. and a lot of the residents I worked with were there because of a fall, most of them. I became very passionate about preventative strategies, and I realized that one, we don't really learn anything about feet or very much at all about feet in physio school, and two, we are taught how to assess balance and even start to train balance, but it's all done in a way that's very boring, frankly, and not very inspiring for people to actually integrate into their daily lives. Started training and just got addicted basically to this play-based balance training. We learn movement through play, and so the simple tools with a play-based approach can create the most complex movement behaviors. Starting with a simple thing like our foot health can lead us down this path of exploration towards other aspects of health that can honestly be life-changing.
Feet are beautifully complex structures. 26 bones, 33 joints, 4 layers of muscle and over 100 tendons and ligaments. They were made to move. Yet where do they spend most of their day? In footwear that very often restricts that movement. We call them foot prisons. You see, what your feet really need is freedom. So picking footwear that allow them to function naturally is crucial. We call that natural footwear and classify it by the 5 Fs. Foot-shaped for widest at the tips of the toes, fixed so they can't flop around, flat, that's 0 drop from heel to toe, flexible so they move with your feet, and feel so you can feel the ground beneath you.
Your first step is stopping wearing shoes that damage your feet, which sounds like a no-brainer and kind of ironically overly simple. But the reality is that that is literally the most impactful thing that I can help someone do, because when they switch their shoes, every single step they take becomes something that's slowly restoring natural function in their lower body.
So the first stop on our journey was to a store making that change possible. That's Andy Bryant, our head podiatrist, and this is Jim Dooner, physiotherapist and our head trainer. Tom Williams is our head physiotherapist.
All right, so we're on the way to Stride Lab in Boulder to hang out with the team, do a bit of a demo on the Soulmates. Looking forward to a fun day.
Stride Lab has multiple stores across America and Japan, offering a range of natural footwear to meet people where they're at on their foot health journey.
And it's growing really, really fast, faster than any part of the shoe industry out there. But we're still very, very small, very niche. So it still requires a lot of effort, a lot of education, and just getting more and more shoes on people's feet and people understanding more about foot health in general.
So we dropped by to take the team through our training approach. These will be the footwear stores of the future, where customers don't just leave with a new pair of shoes, but a deeper understanding of their foot health and how to actively improve it.
That's the start, that's the core of it. When people get into foot health or health in general, the education is core and key to it. To be able to actually get into it, the right way, to transition to it, and really enjoy the process. So education is sort of the cornerstone of everything happening. Shoes are a great tool that complement it to allow for people to use their feet and put in the right position and still activate all the muscles in their foot. But ultimately, education is the start of it.
So we assembled a team of expert educators from across the world to spread that awareness. We call them TFC Guides. These health pros completed our certification last year and have been bringing what they learned to their local communities ever since. Now it was time to do it on the big stage, at the world's largest barefoot shoe expo. The event in 2024 saw over 2,000 people cram into a Chicago hotel to try on shoes and put their feet first. This year, we jumped on board as a sponsor and promised to make foot function fun once again.
We're setting up our green grassy booth at the Barefoot Shoe Expo, making a nice pretty display. The plan tomorrow is to offer a memorable, fun, playful experience to everyone that visits us and let them know what the Foot Collective is all about, what we offer, and to be here to connect with all the brands that are making awesome shoes that take care of people's feet.
So we are going to be playing on some soulmates. We are going to be hosting some free sessions, some premium sessions, some certification workshops, play shops, all the things. It feels amazing. So many cool brands setting up. I feel like I just hopped into Instagram and now I get to go to everybody's handle in real life.
Over 50 brands, all united by an unassuming barefoot shoe reviewer, Anya Jensen. Anya, the day is here. How are you feeling? What are we expecting when the doors open very, very soon?
Well, I haven't been out there yet, but I am expecting to see people queued up and excited to come in and see all of these barefoot shoes in all these different styles from brands all over the world. So we're pretty pumped.
Bit of a sigh of relief when you see people walk through that door. You've put a lot of effort into this.
It's been a year's worth of preparation for 2 days. So I'm just really excited just to be here and to finally get to experience it.
When people think barefoot shoes, they picture this. But the Expo proves there really is a shoe for everyone and almost every activity, from steel-capped safety sneakers to cycling shoes.
We assume that our feet are just there, they're just the appendages that we kind of move through space on. No, feet are an integral part of our health. They're an integral, they might be the lowest hanging fruit in the world of longevity and health, taking care of your feet. So don't walk in those thick cushioned, heel elevated coffins. No, pick a minimalist shoe, and then you start to get that, you build that sensibility that, okay, there are certain things I can do to improve my foot health that are going to pay dividends decades into the future.
For us, it was a powerful opportunity to spread more awareness about the importance of training your feet and to prove how fun it can be.
We're wrapping up day 2 of Anya's Barefoot Shoe Expo, and we've had an epic day. It's been super busy. We've had a lot of fun at the booth. We've done a couple of workshops that have been heaps of fun as well.
Having people come to the booth and have fun and have it be about just reconnecting them with play, seeing all the kids come in and gravitate to our spot because they just naturally flow over to the fun. And just connecting with a bunch of cool brands, cool people, and I think most interestingly, people that are already wearing natural footwear, but now can add on the foot health and balance component to get the most out of the shoes that they're buying. So it's been super fun and more to come.
Yeah, it was cool to experience that for me. It's even more fun to see others when they have that light bulb moment where they haven't really felt their foot function like it should and they had an aha moment. It's really cool to see that in others.
The only way to spread that message to more people, though, is with help. That means training more leaders, and so we rolled straight into a certification for 2 days to prepare our next TOC guides for the mission ahead.
So we had a massive day yesterday, the second day at Anya's event, and we've come straight into day 1 of the guide certification here. We've got all of our crew who are at the booth with us over the last couple of days here to build up their abilities to present. We've got 4 presenters and teaching this stuff to a group of guides from all over the country and internationally as well. So it's been a really awesome vibe. We are at a really cool facility, just getting into it. Mindset, feet, footwear, all of the stuff that is so important for people to nail these fundamentals. And then tomorrow we'll be building up through balance, squat and ground and play and really digging into the fun stuff.
Hi, I'm Karine and I'm from Montreal.
So my name is Nick and I live in Costa Rica.
Hi, my name is Ellie. I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Hi, my name is Ulysses and I am from Spain.
Hi, I'm Tamara and I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
I'm Monica and I'm from Cheyenne, Wyoming.
I'm Sean and I'm from Israel.
I'm Megan and I'm from Leeds, South Dakota.
My name's Alec. I'm from Lisbon, New Hampshire.
Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm from Steamboat Springs, Colorado.
Hi, my name is Natalie Headings and I'm from Palmer, Alaska.
My name's Tom. I am from Brisbane, Australia.
I'm Cassie Meldman. I am from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I'm Heidi Van Maastricht, aka That Barefoot Coach, and I'm from Orange County, California.
Hi, I'm Linda, and I am from Connecticut.
Chris Fuhrer from Durango, Colorado.
Hi, I'm Ruth, and I'm from Mobile, Alabama.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm from Massachusetts.
And I'm Katie. I'm from Massachusetts.
Hi, I'm Barbara. I'm from Hawaii.
I have a chronic health condition, and I was told to walk very little, move very little, and I started dying. So I found out by myself that I needed to move to be better. Now that I'm moving more and I'm better, I want to help others. I see the seniors and I see how they lose function, and how it doesn't need to be. I also had enough experience that they have fun, and when they have fun, they improve very, very fast. With this kind of work, put them on the Soulmate, and they improve really fast. They come back the next week and they tell me, oh, I can put my socks on without having to hold on. So it's so worth it.
It blows my mind. That's the best way I can put it. That's why I'm here, because it's such a great movement and it is going in the right direction, and I want to be able to help people do that.
And it's being part of something that's a collective, that's global, and also aligning and meeting so many like-minded people who are just cool, fun, and willing to explore and grow together.
It was really wonderful being around other clinicians who are just really committed to being curious and having fun and learning more for themselves so they can spread that to their communities. So it's quite rejuvenating as a clinician. Even for my own family, actually. My husband is the playful one typically, and I'm really excited to break out the Soulmate and start playing at home with my own kids.
After a non-stop 4 days, it was finally time for the team to relax and reflect on an epic adventure.
TFC means the world to me. I think I'm gonna cry. I told you this is gonna happen. We are transforming the world with the truth about feet, and not only feet, but healthcare in general, and revolutionizing how practitioners approach the lower body health and how we can really change people's lives and make a difference in how they feel and how they move and how they play. And it's such meaningful work that I don't know that there's anything else that I could do that would make such an impact on my clients, my family, my friends. It's truth, fun, community. It's all the things that we stand for, and we really stand for it. And we back all of that up with our proof of play and our proof of work.
It feels like there is a groundswell of momentum, of people kind of waking up to the reality of the shoes that they're wearing, the positions that they're sitting in all day.
Nick always said that there should be this hive mind-like network, so that if someone brings something new to the table, we all can discuss it, test it ourselves, and then improve upon the way that we're helping people. And so I can see this growing unbelievably, because we're all in it to help each other. It's not like there's one right answer and there's some guru at the top saying this is the way to do it. We're all just trying to be better for our clients.
We will be the foot education leaders around the globe, and I think that's a very powerful responsibility for us to take on. Helping someone restore lower body function is great, but we want people to have more fun with it. Like, we want them to not be disenfranchised. We want people to feel like, I'm confident, I love what I do, I love going to work, because if you love what you do, it spreads a seed of like positivity and like happiness throughout the world.
I found my community within TFC. And I've worked in a lot of clinics, and I've never had one person that I was like, cool, like we totally see eye to eye. So you can feel really lost, and you can like second guess yourself and be like, am I doing the right thing? Like, how, am I crazy here? Because you're surrounded by this stuff that nobody else is paying attention to. Yeah, it's hard to be in that setting and to not feel supported, or to not feel heard even by your own fellow practitioners. So it's super important to have a community like this that you can find whatever your interest is or whatever you're really passionate about, and make sure that like you stick by it, because it's important.
It's given me joy back and meaning back. I'm a physical therapist, and I was really burned out and sort of not interested in doing, what I had gone to school to do. And now I just feel sort of fire and excitement to be able to work with people again and feel confident that I can help them.
TFC is really like a health and movement revolution. There's so much change that needs to be made, and we are really at the heart of that change. We all come from different backgrounds, and we all have so much passion, and everybody's intentions are so pure and kind, and everybody just wants to contribute in every way that they can to make this health and movement revolution a reality.
I think it's more deeper than feet, even if it starts at the feet. That's what controls our posture, our movement. It's what gives us efficiency to move. So if you bring this concept more deeper to your health, what do you have control about? What do you want to be responsible of? Your family, your job, your health? So I look at feet now as a door to make a more real connection and to inspire in a better way people to make a change. It brings hope for a lot of people. The best feeling anyone can feel is that one that comes after helping someone. I don't know how to describe it, but it's energy, the fuel that keeps you on the track every day.
I'm very grateful to be a part of a movement that is clearly making a difference, and we've still got so much work to do and so much play to do to make a significant shift to the culture that really needs to change so that we stop perpetuating the dysfunction on future generations.
I have a young daughter. I want her to grow up in a world where people are healthier, take care of each other, take care of themselves. And so my way of being part of creating that world is to continue, I was going to say working with TFC, but frankly it's just to continue playing in my own life, to continue playing with people who are making a difference, who are out there spreading the messages into their communities. And I love being able to take action in some way to create the better world so that future generations can live in a world where health is the default instead of disease.
The impact is clear, and we are just getting started.